Okay, let's just have a look at how we can edit the cutout sketch of a handle. So if you just show us very quickly what the inside of this looks like, if I go into internal design. So currently we have a relatively standard set of holes. So you can probably see that the width of the cutout is probably wider than it needs to be. So we can adjust that in the handle settings. So what we'll do is we will come out of this case up into library. We're going to go into the library, clicking on the library button. Now edit hardware. Now if we go to the library and find the library, there's our handle. Click on the little tick and then edit. That will take us into this environment. So we now need to get into the sketch view. So we need to edit both the holes and the panel cut. So yeah, right click, edit sketch. So these are the holes, these are all dimensioned. So what we're going to do is just going to move a few of them around just so you can see this working in real time. So if we select, let's say the one that is the top right hole, 42, that's it, yeah. Let's make this something like 30 millimeters. Obviously this is incorrect, but it just gives you an idea of what you can do. So that's now moved. And you'll notice that both holes that are linked so because we've linked two holes, you can now see that the left and the right hole have moved down to that 30 millimeter measurement. Yep. And let's just for fun move some of the bottom holes just totally off of the handle. So yep, change that measurement to maybe 75 or something. So they're now floating down there. It doesn't really matter where you place them, but just as an example of what will happen. So let's finish the sketch, which will save that essentially. And now the cutout of the panel is a bit wide. So I'm going to go into that, the underneath panel cut, rotate it around so we can see that a bit clearer. So yeah, you can see that line is just a bit wider than it needs to be. So we're going to go up to the top where we've got our 69 measurement. And maybe if we make that, let's try 66. Let's see how that looks. Both sides are updated. And yeah, that looks better. So we'll go with that for now. So let's finish the sketch. And now we just need to update those changes and save those changes. So let's open up the case we had a moment ago. Okay, so we're now back in the case design we were a moment ago. So if we now have a look on the inside views, much easier to see. So we go to internal design, and you can see now those changes, albeit slightly wacky changes, have updated. We have the top left and right holes have come down, and the center left and right holes have dropped way down. And you can also see that the width cut out of the actual wood cutout is much tighter as per the adjustment.